afternoon, miss. I just wanted to let you know that I just finished preparing lunch. It's still quite cold outside, and I know you love to sip on warm soup, so I prepared a full soup and a simple broth that can be drank on its own. Please feel free to drink it whenever you need to warm up. Where's my lunch? Did you bring it up? No, ma'am, it's still in the kitchen. I thought I told you that I wanted to eat up here, in the privacy of my bedroom. Let me go get some for you then. It's fine, I'll just go down to eat some later. What about the broth? Is it bland like it was last time? It's less bland than before, but I didn't add too much salt. You know this kind of broth is better for your gut if it's mostly bland. It's very healthy. But if the flavor is not to your liking, we can add more seasoning. What? No! I don't want bland soup! How old do you think I am? Oh, whatever. Did you prepare anything else to go with the bland broth? Yes, the steak that was in the fridge. What? Anita! You idiot! How could you use that? That was a gift I was saving for an acquaintance of mine. Do you know how expensive that cut of meat was? Oh my goodness. I am so sorry, ma'am. Usually the food in the fridge is for me to cook with. Your husband told me that I could use anything in there to prepare a meal. I didn't know that meat was off limits. I'm very sorry. So are you saying that this is my fault? Old lady, listen to me very closely. In my house, you need to follow my rules. My husband isn't home right now. Do you see him anywhere? No. You need to listen to me. I'm your boss, not him. Normally, I can keep my cool in situations like this. I don't normally get angry about anything. But today, I am furious. Do you realize what you're doing to me? You're turning me into an angry monster. I'm so sorry, Emily. I really didn't mean to offend you. I promise I will check with you before preparing any meals from now on. I don't want to make the same mistake again. It was an honest mistake, I promise. You know, we only gave you this job as a favor. Don't think that it's going to be easy to earn money from us. You need to do better about all the cooking and cleaning. You've been getting lazy recently. Do you know how much this family pays you to work for us? You should. Yes, ma'am. I'm aware of how much they pay me. I apologize for the mistakes I made today. If there is anything else I should not prepare today, please let me know. I can also replace the meat I cook later today when I go to the store. If that's not enough, I can compensate you. How much did it cost? Compensation. Do you know how much that cost me? Listen here, Anita. I'm not going to take money from you. I don't want you to pay me back or compensate me for the mistake. From now on, for as long as you're working in my house, I want you to think about what you're doing before you do it. For example, speak to me if you're unsure about what you're allowed to use or not. Yes, ma'am, I understand. I'm very sorry for my mistake. Thank you for giving me another chance. While we're talking, I forgot to mention something earlier. I definitely told you to deep clean the house last week. You remember that, don't you? Yes, ma'am. I cleaned everything you asked me to last week. You even made a list for me so I wouldn't miss any of the items. Is something wrong? Did I forget something on the list? Do I have to spell everything out for you? It's not just adults living in this house, okay? There are children here too. Babies and toddlers. You know how dirty children are, don't you? Yes, ma'am. I have children of my own, so I am very familiar with how dirty they can be. Okay, well, you need to pay better attention to their messes. Clean up their toys as soon as they're done and make sure you check their rooms constantly. I found baby food on the floor and some of the toys. This is unacceptable. I'm very sorry. I promise I will pay closer attention to all of the children's belongings and messes. I will start doing deep cleans every day. That sounds better. We're paying you to be a housekeeper, so you have to make sure you're actually keeping the house clean, you know. Do your diligence and such. You're just a higher-tier maid, I suppose. You know that, right? Yes, I'm aware. Oh, and 3 days from now, on Friday, I will have 7 friends who are coming over for dinner. You need to make sure everything's prepped that morning. Clean the house, prepare the meal. You know how to make lobster and truffle taglioni, don't you? I'm not sure. What kind of pasta is taglioni again? Do I really have to do your job for you? It's a very thin noodle that's kind of like spaghetti but different and more luxurious. There's this incredible restaurant that makes a lobster truffle taglioni, but I don't want to go there. I want you to make it for us. You need to go pick up the ingredients tomorrow so that you're ready for Thursday night. Okay, that sounds good. I will do some research and figure out everything I need to do to prepare the meal. Is there anything else you'd like me to prepare for the meal? Maybe a dessert of some kind. My friends all love chocolate. It doesn't need to be anything spectacular. Okay, I will send you my card to pay for the groceries. Feel free to spend as much as you need. Also, I will give you an extra $200 that night since you're going to have to stay later than usual. If you don't feel confident cooking this, though, let me know and I'll just take my friends out. I'm confident I can do a good job. Thank you for the bonus this month. This is an important night for me. These friends cannot be disappointed. Get the best quality ingredients, the most expensive ones you can find. Yes, ma'am. I promise I'll make the best meal possible.
Honey, what time does Anita usually get to go home? When does she get off work? Shouldn't she normally be leaving around 3 or 4?
What do you mean? She usually stays later than that. It depends on if we have her cook dinner or not. What's up? Did she do something wrong or forget something? If she did something wrong, tell me. I know it would be hard for you to confront her if that was the case. Be honest with me, Jonathan.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I was just thinking about it because when I got home from work last night, she was still here. Your friends were here eating and you were all partying, but she was still here. Why was she still here until about 11 p.m.? You should have let her go sooner.
I didn't think about it. I drank too much wine last night and forgot to tell her that she could go home. She was helping to cook and prepare drinks for me and the guests. Everyone seemed to enjoy it. I gave her a bonus for the night.
I understand you were hosting a party, but you should have let her leave sooner. An hour or 2 late is understandable, but 6 or 7 hours? That's too much, Emily. You should send her home sooner, especially on the weekend. She has kids she has to take care of. You can't send her home late like that.
It's okay, Jonathan. I paid her extra for her time and you know she needs it. Is it so easy to earn that kind of cash? No. You have to work for it.
I mean, she works for us already. I agree that she should be paid more for extra time, but it still feels wrong. Did you give her enough for her time? She probably had to get a babysitter, and those can be really expensive, especially for 3 kids. Do I need to apologize to her, or will you?
Oh, don't worry about that, honey. She worked hard and I paid her for her time. What am I supposed to do? Give her more money? If I do that, it will make her think she can get away with working less for the same wage, or she'll start demanding higher wages.
What are you talking about? She is a good person and a really good worker. That's why I hired her. I don't think it's kind of you to say that she's going to get lazy or demand for more. Let's be nicer when we speak about her, all right?
What did I do that was so wrong? No one's listening to us. We're having a private conversation. What did I say about her that offended you so much?
You're not offending me. I just hate to hear you speaking badly about her. She's a really good person. She's always kind, always shows up to work, and takes care of us as if we are her family. Do you know how hard it is to find someone like her nowadays?
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. Let's stop talking about this. Oh, right. Didn't you say you're going on a business trip soon? When are you going again?
Yeah, that's right. I nearly forgot about it. I have to leave in 3 or 4 days. Thanks for reminding me. My mom is supposed to come when I leave. I'll only be gone for a few days. It's a short trip. When my mom gets here, please be nice to her. You know she's been having a hard time recently. She says she's been feeling very lonely.
Oh, right. Got it. I promise I will be very nice to her. She's always so funny and such a pleasure to be around. Besides, when have I ever treated her poorly? She's your mother. I love her to bits. Don't worry about us.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm going to leave some cash here for the next few days that you can give to my mom. Let her know she can go around and do whatever she wants. Maybe you two can go to the mall together and get some new clothes or something. You both love shopping, and she loves your sense of style. If you need to get something for yourself, go for it. Just make sure you let me know what's bought for her and for yourself.
Really? I can buy something for myself too? You're the best! I can't wait to take her shopping. How long is she staying with us again?
Not for very long. I think she'll only be here for about a week or so. Then she's going to fly back to Spain and stay at her house there for a while.
And how many days are you on your trip exactly?
Only about 5 days this time. Why? Do you like it when I'm gone?
What are you talking about? You know I go crazy when you're not here. I'm going to miss you so much. Get back as soon as you can, and then we can enjoy time with each other and your mom.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. I wasn't going to say anything, but I think I need to tell you my honest feelings about how you treat Anita. I think you're too harsh on her. Please be kinder and less demanding. Cleaning and cooking all the time is not easy work, especially not if the people you're doing it for treat you poorly. Treat her well.
Why do I have to treat her well when I pay her to be here? It's not like I'm asking her to do all of this stuff without paying her. She's our employee.
Honey, I know you understand what I'm trying to say. We don't have to keep talking about it. I just want to make sure you know that you should be kinder to her. I don't want to argue about it. You understand, right?
Yes, okay, just leave it. I promise I won't be rude to her or anything. Oh my goodness. What's going on here? What are you doing here? I never thought I'd run into you here.
I know, right? How long have you been working for my son? I didn't know you worked here for him. I never would have dreamed we would run into each other like this, Anita.
Me either. We haven't seen each other in over 2 years, right? Oh, and I haven't worked here that long. He hired me about 6 months ago.
How has it been? Is it pretty tough to do this kind of work? I feel like I'd go insane cleaning and cooking for another family. I mean, you know I was a stay-at-home mom for a few years, and it drove me insane. I can't imagine doing it as my job. At least Jonathan is nice. He's a good boy. A hard worker, too.
Your son is literally the sweetest young man. He always takes care of me and pays me extra if I spend extra time here. He is also very flexible when I have familial situations pop up. He always asks me how work was and if I'm okay. He checks on me every day. Sometimes I feel like I can't work enough to make up for the salary he pays me. It's too much for the work I can do. His wife is a little stricter on me, but I don't mind. I'm very thankful for this job. At my old age, it's hard to find work that is flexible.
Right? It's hard for us older folks to work. I tried to get a part-time job to contribute to help me pay my rent since everything keeps getting more expensive, but no place would hire me. How has it been working for Emily? Isn't she home most of the time you're home? How has that dynamic been? Is she nice to you?
She is a character for sure. Your son is the only nice one out of the two of them. Emily is a bit intense. I try to avoid speaking with her when I can.
What? Why do you have to avoid speaking to her? What does she usually say to you? Is she being rude to you? If that's the case, you need to tell me. We're close. We were best friends for so long and we just got out of touch for a while.
If I speak honestly about our relationship, it's a bit embarrassing. She really has a strict and intense way of managing me. Her style is no joke. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Is she really that awful to you? I can't imagine what she must say to make you want to ignore her. I mean, you rarely ignore anyone.
She tends to yell when she doesn't get her way. Or accuses me of being lazy and stealing their money. It's annoying, and most of the time I don't have the patience for it, so I just ignore her.
She yells at you? No way.
It's okay. I honestly hate working with her, but it's okay because Jonathan is kind. So are the kids. I enjoy playing with them sometimes. You know I can put up with most bad behavior. I did for most of my working life. I don't understand how you've never seen this side of her. I mean, they've been married for nearly 10 years, right?
They've been married for 9. I'm so sorry, Anita. She is usually so pretty and calm and kind to everyone. I've never heard her shout. But then again, I don't see her very often. I'll speak to her on my own. How about that? You are my friend, and I can't stand to hear that you're being treated so poorly.
It's okay. I just ignore it. I don't care if she mistreats me as long as I get my money. If you're sticking around, you'll see her personality shine.
What do you mean?
Just wait and see. I promise if you're staying here for a few days, you'll see her reveal her true self in no time at all.
Is she really that bad? I mean, I know she can be stubborn, but is she really that bad?
Terry, I have all the evidence I need. Here, let me play you some of the conversations I've recorded. Her attitude is no joke.
What is all of this? You really recorded the conversations. What on earth could have been so bad that you needed to record it as evidence?
It's not that bad, but I think it's bad enough for me to complain about it. Don't get mad at me. I know you're a big believer in honesty and protection of privacy, but this is a special circumstance. Just listen to it with an open mind, okay? It's even uncomfortable for me to listen to it. And I was there.
This is insane. I can't believe that she said all of that. If this is real, Jonathan needs to hear about it ASAP. You could file a lawsuit for those kinds of threats. You know that, don't you?
I don't think I need to go that far. I don't want to get police or lawyers involved. I'm old and too tired to go through all of that. I just think that maybe I should be compensated a bit by her for all of the stress she has put me through.
Yes, I agree. You've been working hard for them and you did a good job collecting this evidence. Thank you for letting me know and for confiding in me. This must have been hard for you to deal with. I'm going to speak to my son about it first, okay? Then we can figure out what to do from there.
Okay. Thank you for your help.
What are you doing that's so important you're not answering your phone? I have something very important for us to do today. I told you that you need to come home early, and you said you would. Where are you?
I'm sorry, Terry. I have another commitment, so I will be home as soon as I can. Even though you said it's urgent, I can't ditch this commitment. It's very important.
Is that so? You have a more important commitment than meeting with your mother-in-law. What kind of commitment is it? A friend?
What's going on, Terry?
You know I don't like it when you call me by my first name.
Okay. What's going on, Mom? You're starting to annoy me, you know. You're being a bit sensitive, no? I mean, I told you I have an important meeting. I will be home as soon as I can, okay? I'm sorry for being rude. I'll be home around 9 p.m. tonight.
Okay, Emily. Have fun with that man you're seeing. Enjoy your meal and the date you're going on. See you tonight at 9.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean by that, but you're wrong. Why would I be seeing another man?
Don't play stupid with me. I know exactly what you're doing. I wish I could see your face now that you realize I know everything. Do you think I'm an idiot?
What? No, of course not. I am honestly so confused by what you're talking about. That's all. What did I do wrong?
You're going to play this angle, huh? It's fine. Just wait and see what happens. I'm going to call your precious husband and tell him everything. My son deserves to know what you're doing behind his back.
Babe, your mom just started speaking nonsense. Complete and utter nonsense. I have no idea what she's on about.
Stop it. I'm tired of this behavior. I never could have believed you'd do something like this.
What do you mean? What did I do that was so wrong? What could you not have imagined? I'm so confused. Your mom just started making lies up about me. I have no idea what she's talking about.
Are you really trying to lie and gaslight me right now? Before we got married, you constantly saw other men. I caught you cheating like 3 or 4 times. I should have known better, but I thought we worked everything out. I believed you were a good person deep down. And what about our kids? How am I supposed to know if I'm their biological father? Do you know how scary it is to think that maybe you're not really your children's father? I still love them, but this is something I deserve to know.
Hold up. Honey, wait just a second. Why are you suddenly insinuating that I cheated on you and you're not their father?
Did you know that Anita is my mom's best friend? They've known each other since college. They were out of touch for a while, but she's the reason I hired Anita. My mom highly recommended her, and I've met her numerous times. I told you that one day, but I don't think you were paying attention. When you yelled at Anita and said all those terrible things, she recorded you. Oh, and she got you kissing another man on video. She sent it to my mom.
Babe, this is all just a misunderstanding. I have no idea what you heard or what you saw, but it's not real. It can't be me. Why would you believe Anita over me? She's hardly a reliable character.
She recorded everything. She listened to your voice saying those things. This is so annoying, and I'm fed up. I think you need to get out of the house. I'm on my way home from the airport now, and my mom and Anita are already starting to pack your stuff up. I want you out of there by tonight. I never want to see your filthy face again.
Why are you suddenly acting like this, Jonathan? I don't think that this kind of response is warranted given the circumstances.
Are you really trying to fight with him on this? You were the one acting like a fool. Do you know how loving of a husband you have? You are the one who threw away your relationship. Good luck finding a place to live on that imaginary paycheck of yours. And as for the children, we need to do a paternity test. If they're not biologically his, he shouldn't have to pay you to take care of them. Of course, he'll still see them and be a father, but he won't be paying you that much. Did you think you could get away with all of this? Oh, and how dare you speak to Anita in such a horrible way? You made her seem like she wasn't a human! It's terrible!
Mrs. Thorne, I really didn't mean to treat her poorly. She was just being lazy and didn't listen to me. I was trying to help her improve her abilities. Please forgive me just this once. There was nothing I could do. This isn't a good situation, I understand that. But please, I think we can leave this all behind. I don't know what she told you, but I promise it's all an exaggeration. Stop it already! I don't want to see you ever again. Get out of the house. You can stop by and pick up your things, but you're out of the house. I'm not joking. I can't believe how blatantly you are willing to lie and beg for forgiveness. I'm going to leave all of your junk on the front porch. Come get it with that man of yours and then get lost. I'll give you until tomorrow to get your stuff. Otherwise, I'm just going to throw it all away. Jonathan, I'm sorry, okay? Don't let your mom kick me out like this. Please. This is our house, not your mom's. These are your children, too. How can you throw them out? I'm not throwing them out. Just you. I promise I will watch them and take care of them well without your help. My mom loves them after all. Why should I punish them for your actions? That's not what a good parent would do. I don't want to see you ever again. You need to get a part-time job and find a place for yourself. We are going to finalize the divorce as soon as possible, and I think I should get primary custody of the kids. You can't provide for them right now anyways. Babe, don't be like this. I think we can figure all of this out. We can come to some kind of solution. I'm sure we can figure this out. There's gotta be a way. Right? A way to get over this? Why on earth would I want to figure this out? And I need my credit card back. The one you took from me before my trip. I gave it to you so you could buy stuff while I was on my business trip, but I need it back now. If you try to go on a shopping spree before giving it to me, I'm going to call my bank and cancel the card. Or I will tell them that they are fraudulent charges. Babe, please, this is so tough on me. Don't do this, please. Let's just both go home and talk about this. You must be close to home, right? I can be home in about 20 minutes. All you have to do is open the door and let me in. Let's just both go home and talk about this. Let's have a conversation like adults. If you come back to my house, I'm going to call the police and have them escort you off of my property. Let's not make this a bigger deal than it needs to be. Please, babe. Don't call me babe. We are not in a relationship anymore. Okay, fine, Jonathan. Please forgive me. Give me another chance. I know I was wrong, but I can make it right. I promise. Besides, I have nowhere to go. Didn't I give you some cash to spend at the mall or something? You can use that. I will let you keep that much. I don't want to give you anything more than that, though. You certainly haven't earned it. Please! If you call me one more time, I promise I will block your number and never let you contact me again. Goodbye, Emily. Wait! After confronting Emily, I felt a huge weight lift off of my shoulders. I had suspected she was lying about something for a while, but I never imagined it would be something like this. I decided it would be best to get a divorce and stop living together right away, because I don't want to cohabitate with someone like that. After the divorce was finalized, Emily tried to win me back, but she couldn't. The court granted me primary custody of the kids because Emily doesn't have any savings or a real job yet. I heard recently she got a full-time job at a grocery store nearby and is going pretty well. She doesn't like working, though. She finally found a place to live and is getting her life sorted out. Anita and my mom have been spending a lot more time together at my house. My mom recently moved in with me. I have kept Anita as my housekeeper and a sort of assistant nanny.
I'm also paying my mom to help take care of the kids. She loves them, but she enjoys her spending money. Emily gets to see the kids every weekend, and the kids seem to have a good time. Luckily, they are young enough that I don't think it's entirely soul-crushing. Maybe this was the best outcome for all of us. Emily didn't really like caring for the kids or taking care of the family. Now all she has to do is take care of herself. We are thriving as a family, and I am happier and healthier than ever.